What's happening, guys and girls? Welcome back to the channel. I am so happy to be back in the UK and finally driving the M3. It feels like weeks since I last drove it. So today I'm driving it 2.5 hours down to Regal Autosport, which is in Southampton. It's a very early morning for me, considering I got back late last night. But still, I'm excited because today we're going down to Regal to fit a CSF charge cooler to the car. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because eventually I'm going to upgrade the power, which I will be doing at Evolve when we put that stage 2 on. So we've put the Eventuri intake system on it, and we're now going to be upgrade the cooling system with this lovely custom charge cooler, which I can't wait to show you guys. So other than having someone well up my arse just there, I am heading down the motorway, and yeah, when I get there I'll be able to show you guys the kit, what it does, and everything you need to know about it. Lovely, sticky. I mean, we are taking this coronavirus thing fairly seriously.
I've washed my hands.
Have you washed your hands? Yeah. Have you disinfected?
20 seconds.
It's been a while since we've seen the old Eventuri intake system, looking lovely, but after today this whole situation up here is going to be changed, and we have a lovely little custom piece coming.
Right, out of the way.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it just blew my mind that there is polystyrene on that front bash bar. Like, is that normal?
Yeah, it's normal.
Okay, so these are some of the parts that we're gonna be replacing this here, so we'll be able to see the CSF logo through the front of the grille there. And you can see this is our old Eventuri intake system. Lovely, lovely. Still looking fab. I'm obviously late to the party, but this tool is a revolution. Look how easy that is to get into awkward spaces. You're telling me that this is not a new technology? That's not even that bad. Look at that. It's clean. Anyway.
Just.
Who put all that muck in there? I didn't realise there was so much in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so quickly we're just taking off the old DCT cooler?
Yep.
Yeah, so that one. There's like 3 under here. I didn't realise there's so much stuff.
Yeah, so this is your cooler, DC2, charge cooler rad, water rad, AC link, and then water rad behind.
Okay, one annoying thing. So we were talking about the exhaust rattle. Let's just get this to focus. Can you see here this? That's not ideal. Ugh. It's like Christmas morning, isn't it? Getting new parts. So we've got the oil cooler here in this box. So this is the DCT?
Yeah, that's the DCT cooler.
Yeah. But basically the bottom line is, the reason why we're doing all of this is enabling just cooling. The cooling effect is what keeps it from heat soaking, which keeps it from fatiguing, which keeps it future-proofing.
Yeah, so you want to keep the power consistently high.
Yeah.
And the way you do that is obviously keeping the charge temps consistently cool.
Yeah.
The standard cooler starts to like heat soak. Obviously the more you use it, especially if you're increasing the boost pressure as well, obviously introduces more heat. So this just helps, gives a lot more cooling power to the car to get rid of that. And obviously with the DCT cooler, on hot days you can have like gear selection issues, like limited torque, all those kinds of things.
Gear selection issues every day, mate. Just really bad. I don't know why I'm doing this so tentatively. Looks like it's well built, Ash.
Yeah, so I mean it's 100% TIG welded, and some person spends an hour of their life polishing those end tanks as well. So if you, there should be some.
Right, I've got.
There we go. So if you just pull these off.
I was just going to slide that.
I don't know if I was going to slide that. I've never done it before in about 3-4 years. So it'll be a new one for me.
Okay, alright, there you go. Right, you've got the metal bit.
Good.
Very nice. Oh, that's cool. It's got CSF on the front as well.
CSF branding on there. Then obviously the rock guard sits on front as well.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got the two heat exchangers side by side now. I mean, first off, I'm not going to tell you guys that I know everything about this, but you can see that this one is a lot thinner. This one is a lot wider. It's also a lot smaller. This one's a lot bigger. So that means that there is a bigger surface area for the water to be cooled, which will then in turn cool the air, which goes into the charge cooler, which will then keep everything nice and flowing.
Cool, yeah.
Consistently cool. Future-proofing, marketing words, hot chocolate. It's all good. Okay, so we've got some more coolers for you here. This is actually the DCT oil cooler. Now, as you can see, this is the original part, the original one here, and this is the new one behind it. And the whole point of this is, obviously, when you're messing around your car all day, the gearbox is going to get hot. Therefore, if it gets much hotter, you can start to run into problems like it could start misshifting, etc, etc. So to stop this situation, we put this little bad boy on. As I said, it's taller, it's wider, it's got more rows, which enables more oil to pass through it and also be cooler. So therefore, you're alleviating those problems which you would have had with the original one. Good thing as well is the fact that it's OEM plus. So this is pretty much, well, it fits in exactly the same place. So you're not really starting to cut, shut, do any of that boring stuff. It's just like plug and play. Question, how do you say the word cooler? Some people say, I say cooler, you say
Cool. Cooler.
Cooler. I think it's cool.
Cooler.
Cooler.
I definitely said it wrong. Cooler.
It's got an LAH on the end of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, now you can see this heat exchanger all in. I absolutely love this branding on the front. Like, it'll be so subtle when the front bumper's back on. Like, you'll just be able to see a bit of it, but I just kind of like the way it all looks nice and shiny now. Pieces of the puzzle all coming together. This one's definitely mine, isn't it? Yeah, flat grey with yellow logo. So this is my new charge cooler. Ooh. Thick.
No, you just got to pull it off.
We failed the first hurdle really good. Ooh. That's cool, isn't it? That's like such a close match to the actual speed yellow.
Yeah, it was IND Style gave us a handle colour matching it. So that is the...
Oh, that is actual speed yellow. Sick. That is a nice charge cooler. There's some words I never thought I'd be saying. So this is actually a custom piece that they made for me with the help of the guys from REGAL. So I wanted it to sort of all match in with the car, but this is the speed yellow here. So it just kind of brings the whole of the engine bay together. So I think you can get anything you want really within reason.
Imagination is the only limitation really.
Oh yeah, it sure is, Ash. Imagination is the only limitation. That's sick. Looks cool. I can't wait to see it mounted. So guys, obviously we've just been looking at my one downstairs, but I just wanted to show you this one because this is for our buddies down at Evolve Automotive. But this shows the level of customization that you can get on the charge coolers. This is hydro dipped, right?
Yeah, so first of all it's hydro dipped in carbon fibre.
Yeah.
And then it's also pinstriped in, I think it's British racing green. So
yeah, it's like hand paint, like mine, I'll show you, is like hand painted close up, and this one is as well.
Yeah.
And you can get like all custom ones, takes 2 to 6 weeks depending on what you want really. And as Ash said, your imagination.
Is there any limitation?
Okay, so we have the original charge cooler here. This is my new upgraded one. Just to explain what this does anyway in the engine. So this is where all the hot compressed air comes from the turbos, comes across here, it gets cooled, and then it goes into the engine via this bit here. This is the cooling system, which just stops any heat soaking, because we all know after heat soaking it causes fatigue and the engine doesn't work as efficiently. So differences. My one is obviously TIG welded, whereas this here is just crimped on the edges. So this is plastic, this is crimped on here, and after a while this can eventually fail, which can then end up with a internal boost leak or a coolant leak, which we all don't want that for our own engines. This one also is designed for increased power. So obviously when you upgrade your power, you're going to need more cooling efficiencies. This is what this provides. It also looks really pretty. It's basically just a much better designed and works a lot better. Does that make sense? Yeah, I hope it does. You'll understand. So we just had to put a few of the original parts from this one onto this one. So it just consists of this little chamber here and then just a bracket, and we are good to go. Super simple, lovely stuff. Can't wait to see it put in.
Quite tough. In that corner. That's it. And then that back one there to pull it back up. That's it.
I keep thinking I'm going to break the clips on it or something. I am loosening the clips so we can pop the charge pipes out, and then we can start moving the new charge cooler into place. So this is the engine with the charge cooler up. You can see these charge pipes here. If you've been watching Eventuri's Instagram recently, they have got some lovely carbon editions of these coming, which I'm very excited for, because I think that will have to be the next thing we do. The moment of truth. I feel like we should do like a little fanfare, you know, like when they play when you land successfully. As if like congrats. Do you want me to get that for you?
God. Yeah, let's get this down. So.
Pull that out.
That's it.
Alive again. Just doing some last checks before we put the bumper back on. Oh, there's that exhaust rattle. It's the exhaust. Okay, so guys, even though I've done this video here now, we have some fun stuff just kicking around in the car park. Tell me a little bit about this Hurricane, because in fact don't tell me too much because I'm going to come back and drive it, but trust me, this one is a special one.
Yeah,
Quick
so
stats.
I mean, the main headline figures is 800 horsepower, so it's around another 200 horsepower than standard. So it's got the VF Engineering VF800 supercharger kit.
Yeah.
It's got our wheel alignment on there, it's got some braided brake lines. So just some small tweaks to make it more fun to drive on the road and on the track as well.
Ooh, so we're going to come back to Regal and we are going to take this for a little test drive. And also I want to hear this. This is the, what is it, GT3?
Yeah, 997 GT3.
And it gets up to 150 decibels?
Yeah, it's like basically off the scale basically. You get banned every track day.
This is another video, so look forward to that. There it is. Doesn't that look great? Do you know what, in the sunlight now you can really see the colour match to the body colour. They've done an absolutely great job on that. I think it really brings, again, the engine bay together, like this sort of matches in with this. But at the end of the day, it's not about how it looks, it's about how it performs. I'm really excited to take this car to VMAX, because we'll really see how the heat soak should be completely reduced, which is the main point of why we have this in here anyway. Thank you to CSF for the kit. I'm really excited to test it out. Yeah, and Regal have really looked after me today, done an absolutely amazing job. And these guys, I will put all the links into the description below of the products and also where I've been. But for now, all I'm going to do is drive this baby back up to London. Stay tuned for part 3, as we will be taking the car back to Evolve, where we are going to then do the downpipes and a stage 2 tune and a dyno pull. Right guys, that's all from me for today. I'll see you again soon. Bye.